What's up guys, this is Hotbox here, and today I'm going to show you how to train range using the mummies in the chaos tunnels. Now, the mummies in the chaos tunnels, um, it's a pretty good way to chin. Um, I assume I haven't really had much experience with the skeleton monkeys on Apatow, but from what I hear, you get slightly more EXP per hour there rather than the Chaos Tunnels, but the benefit of the Chaos Tunnels is one, it's close to Edgeville, um, and two, you actually make some money back per trip, and it's not always, sometimes you get more money back per trip than uh, other trips, but they mainly drop ancient staffs, they drop a mummy champion scroll, they drop emerald rings, gold necklace, grimy cadentine, papyrus, rune square shield. They drop effigies, blue charms, level 2 clue scrolls, gold amulets, gold ore, grimy guams, ring of dueling with one charge, sapphire necklace. They drop swamp tar. They drop coins, gold charm, gold ring. They drop Raynars from time to time. Very rarely they drop rune javelin. Um, they drop sapphire rings, crimson charm, green charms, grimy Terramin, rune scimitars, and silk. They drop ashes 100% of the time. But what you really want to focus on is the ancient staff, the rune square shield, the ancient effigy, and the rune scimitar, because those are the things that would benefit you by picking them up. Everything else is kind of junk. I mean, there's nothing else really to pick up other than the occasional Raynar, but those are very rare. I would say most of the time, the value drops that you'd want to keep, you're going to wind up getting rune square shields more often than ancient staves and rune scimitars. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's pretty good EXP. You get some money back, and what you want to wear is something similar to what I have right now. If you don't have full void, you're gonna want some prayer boosting equipment. Like if you're a pure, then wear monk robes and the other prayer boosting equipment because you do use prayer down there. Um, I have you can see I have full void. If you can get an amulet of fury, or if you can afford one rather, that's excellent. I would use that. Um, you need a prayer book, Guthix, Saradomin, or Zamorak, doesn't matter. Snakeskin boots, and I like to use Ava's accumulator just for the range bonus that it gives. But you can use a skill cape or whatever. If you have a trim skill cape, that gives you a prayer bonus, so you could use that. Um, I like to use a ring of wealth down there because it's not as high risk as skeleton monkeys on Apatow. So I personally use a ring of wealth because it increases the chances of getting something valuable back that would it's actually worth something rather than the ring of life because you rarely die down here. I've died maybe once, and that was because I was away from my computer for a couple minutes, and I deserved it. So yeah, that's what you want to wear. Your inventory should look something like this. If you have a holy wrench, then I would advise using that. I don't, so I'm not going to. You want 2 pieces of food. It doesn't really matter. If you're low level, then you want something that's going to heal more, like rocktails or sharks. But if you're my level with a decent amount of hit points, then lobsters or monkfish will do just fine. You want to use about 4 range potions and fill the rest of the inventory up with the exception of one spot with prayer potions, because you might get a rune scimitar or an ancient effigy your first couple sets you kill. So you want to have a spot for that, so you don't have to drop a prayer pot or a range pot. I always bring a Varrock Teletab just to be on the safe side in case I run out of prayer pots and need to make a quick getaway so I don't die. Because if you die with your chins, they go away. You can't get them back. usually can make it back in time to get everything else back, but the Chinchampas will disappear no matter what. Which brings me to another thing. You want to bring about 1k to 1.5k chins down with you, because that's about how many you'll use per hour. And so now I'm going to show you how to get there. You can start from Edgeville Bank. You want to go north and to the west, right in front of this monastery right here. And I have to charge my prayer up real quick. And this is very convenient, having this right here, because you don't have to waste more money on prayer pots, or you don't have to run very far to get to a church or another monastery to charge your prayer back up. So you just run up here. You need to get permission from that guy first, but you run up here, get to the altar, and the one bonus with this is you get 2 extra prayer points when you charge. See, I have 43 prayer, but it puts me up to 45 prayer. And you go back down. Go to the north. Okay. So this is where you want to start to make your way to the rift. And right now I'm kind of making it sound like it's far away. It's not. It's just right up here. And keep running north, hop over the ditch, run north. And you'll see this little exclamation point with the red arrow, and that's where you want to go down. Climb down here, proceed regardless. You can click don't ask me again, but I always do that just to be safe. Then as soon as you get down here, you want to put your prayer on. And see this rope right here? You want to go up this way, and make sure you click this portal every single time, no matter what. This is the portal you need to go through to get to the mummies. And as you can see, there's a person right here, so I'm going to pause the video for a moment and find a world, and I'll restart the video. Alright guys, I finally found a world that has nobody else in it. So now I'm going to show you how to line up the mummies and the most efficient ways of killing the mummies. So once you get through the portal here, you're going to come into this room. There's 12 mummies in the room, and I kind of have them all on me right now, but what you want to do when you first run in, you just want to run up here, go to the right, go to the left, and get them all to attack you, just like this. Then once you have them all on you, you got to work with this a little bit, but you kind of want to line them across, and you want to funnel them down through here without getting them caught, because sometimes they'll get caught on this protruding little cave wall right here, and there's a plant over here that they sometimes get caught on. So you want to run down through here and stand right next to this plant, like right against the wall, right next to the plant. And this causes the mummies to make a perfect 3x3 square, and you're allowing you to hit 9 of them at a time. And before you attack, you want to take a drink of your range potion to make sure you're getting the most experience. You want to keep an eye on your prayer, make sure it doesn't get too entirely low. Usually when it gets to the red zone, that's when I take a drink of my prayer potion, just to be safe, because if you die down here, you lose your chins. Although you can make it back most of the time to get everything else, but you lose your chins no matter what. So yeah, always attack the one in the middle, and that'll allow you to get the most experience. See, I just got a 532. I mean, like, the XP is pretty substantial. From time to time you'll get the occasional jerk that comes in and tries to take your world, but don't sweat it. Usually they'll give up after a while if you just hold your ground. I mean, within reason. If they're obviously a bot, then don't waste your time, because you're gonna waste your time and money. But if not, then they'll usually give up, and you'll be able to keep your world. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you like the video, add it to your favorites. Be sure to subscribe to me. I'm gonna be making a lot more RuneScape videos. Also, leave a comment telling me or asking me what I should do next, and I will do my best to make a video on what you guys want. If you guys suggest a topic for the next video, then if you like that comment, then you should thumbs it up so I can see it, and I'll do my best to make a video about that. And otherwise, that's pretty much it. Yep, that's it. This has been a guide on how to chin at mummies in the Chaos Tunnels.